Now to the severe weather. Nearly 26 million Americans across the South are under winter weather alerts.
The massive winter storm continues to cripple the South, covering Dallas in dangerous sheets of ice. Some stuck drivers had to use muscle power to get their cars back on the move.
You mentioned semi-trucks are backed up for miles near Spur 408.
This was a sheet of ice that I'm telling you could really barely walk on, much less drive on. Most of the truck drivers were really frustrated when I talked to them, saying that the roads seemed entirely untreated. It wasn't until basically all of those trucks had been pulled to safety that we finally saw TechStack crews going in down the interstate backwards because of that backup in reverse, laying down salt, laying down brine, and that finally turned that ice into a slick but somewhat drivable slush.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Josh over here at American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. Man, oh man, do we have a nasty storm out. So we've had an ice storm. This is going on day 3 today, and we haven't been able to operate at all the last 2 days. So today is day 3 of schools being shut down. However, it's a little bit warmer out. It's 34 degrees outside. So things are melting. Actually 35 it says now. Things are melting, which makes things a lot messier. So I figured I have a Family Dollar that really needs a dumpster swap out. And I have a full dumpster, of course, on my truck. So I've got to dump it. And the landfill is open. I knew it was going to be a muddy mess. Golly, it's a muddy mess. So, anyways, stay with me. Let's go deliver a dumpster in an ice storm in Texas, of all things. Well, that really sucked. It was really hard for me to get video, so I couldn't get you guys video, but because my tarp was on the dumpster before the freezing rain came in, I had a bunch of ice still in my tarp, and in my tarp, on the tarp and in the roll, so I was really unable to, really having a hard time rolling up the tarp to be able to dump my dumpster. So right now I've got a temporary fix with my tarp just kind of pulled all the way forward, and a bunch of ice just sitting in the pocket, kind of holding it open. Kind of hard for me to explain it, but let me pull out of here and pull over somewhere where it's not so muddy and try to mess with it, and hopefully get you guys a little bit better video. But this snowstorm, I mean, I'm from Wisconsin. I have never had too much issues with snow and ice, but that's because the city and the cities up in Wisconsin, the state, you know, they prepare and they salt the roads. So a small ice rain or ice storm that we had here up there would be nothing, because they would have the roads prepped and ready to go, and you know, it'd be business as usual. Here, you know, they put some crap down on the roads, and then they put sand and does absolutely nothing. And so when we do have these snowstorms, we can't handle it. You know, everything is covered in ice. So everything shuts down for several days, which is just not acceptable. I mean, we're trying to run the businesses, we're trying to run the state, and literally everything is shut down for 3 full days. So schools shut down. You know, this guy in front of me, he has the same truck I have, the Mack MD6, and you can see how he's sliding a little bit in this mud. I had to turn a differential lock on while I was dumping. That seemed to help out a lot. First time I've actually used it, so not sure how much it actually did or how much it didn't, but I didn't get stuck, and some other guys are getting stuck up there, getting pulled out by the bulldozers. So if I would have known it was going to be this bad, I would have just gone to the yard and tested my luck out with the yard. The problem is at the yard, it's a muddy mess as well. And I can just imagine I'd probably get stuck there too, because I have an empty 20 yard up there that I could have swapped out. But I don't want to stop here because I don't want to slide backwards, so I want these guys to keep going, but we're definitely going at a crawl. But that is the issue. A lot of people from up north will be like, man, you guys just get a little bit of snow and you guys shut down. Well, yeah, because we don't prep the roads. There's no salt here. You can't go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get a bag of salt like you would up in Wisconsin and salt your driveway. You could probably go get some water softener or some salt or some, you know, what do you call it? Like software detergent, or I don't know what it is, but the salt bags are small bags. But what's that going to do? You know, it's not a big old 40-pound bag. So now all this ice is turning into straight water. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll be good for business. Some places probably have some plumbing problems, some floods. They'll probably go the next day or so. Do a lot of damage, a lot of construction. That's how it was a couple years ago during the snowstorm when I first got my roll-off trailer. We were slammed doing a lot of construction sites that were flooded and stuff. Literally had to take these big old chunks of ice. Look at the other one over there. Currently, this is how I have my tarp set up. Nice little massive blocks of ice, all melted in here. I mean, this is a little one. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Tarp won't open and close anyways. All right, so we're here to do a swap out, and as you can see, there was a bunch of ice in the tarp. So there was a breaker switch. For those of you guys that have my setup, there was a breaker switch that was stopping me from this thing was off and it was stopping me from moving the tarp. Apparently when I was at the landfill trying to close it, I must have set the breaker off, too much power or something. But just dropped off that 20 yard and picking up this 25, swapping these out. Not much in here. They're pretty adamant that I pick it up today. This is all the snow and the ice, actually, not snow, that was on my tarp, weighing it down. Plus that up there, so. And this is all the mud, wonderful mud from the landfill. So let's go ahead and hook her up and roll the tarp out and get out of here. That's how you do it. Let's get out of here. And that, folks, is it for today. I'm heading home, taking the dumpster truck with me home. Hopefully tomorrow. It's supposed to freeze again tonight. I mean, everything out here is wet, and I think it's supposed to get below 32 tonight again. So everything's gonna freeze back up again. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hopefully we get a little bit of sun. As long as we get some sun, we'll be all right. But this is Texas winter. So for those of you guys that think it doesn't snow here or it doesn't get too cold, it sure as heck does. So DRSCon is coming up in about a week. So excited to be there. If you don't know what DRSCon is or what that's all about, check out my video that I made. It'll be up here about it. And I will be down in Austin. They've got me in an hour slot, I guess, to talk a little bit about my business and about my journey. So excited to be there. If you're going, I look forward to seeing you. And if you're not, definitely think about it and possibly try to come next year, hopefully. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be worth it. So I will do a massive video on everything about DRSCon from my perspective when I go down there. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool. And I'll bring it to you guys and let you guys know what it's all about. So until then, until next time, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I put out new videos. And we will see you guys on the next one. I'm going to go warm up.